want to talk about is better memory. Um, you're going to have your memory enhanced, your cognitive function is going to improve, brain health is going to improve once you let go. You're going to start to memorize a lot of things about your past. And I can tell you from experience, when I first got on semen retention back in October 2019, my longest streak was 10 months straight. Okay, cold turkey. Now in that time frame, I was developing a lot of energy, developing a lot of um, confidence, also better memory. I was able to memorize more details about my past. And the most important thing about my memory was I was able to, you know, memorize little things about my past that had happened, right? When I was always jerking off and beat my meat, my cognitive function was, wasn't working properly. You know, I didn't have the best memory, but once, I was retaining this life force, I was able to look back at my past, because the whole point was for me to improve the quality of my life. I realized I had a lot of trauma that I need to work through. So in order for me to dissect certain problems in my life back when I was a kid, a teenager, um, the trauma that I've endured, I had to, get better memory of these things that had happened, so I can, look at them, dissect them, and get through them, and get through with all that shit, and just move on, and put it back in the past where it belongs. You see, and some guys can't, they don't really memorize. They can't really memorize a lot about their past, because there's so much that is when you are addicted to porn, you're addicted to certain drugs and whatnot, you're kind of closed off from things of the past, sort of. Like, you don't really memorize a lot of shit that had happened to you, or you lose track, right? But you're trying to find, like, the root cause of why you are the way you are, and the things that happened in your past is most likely the root cause of why you are doing what you're doing, why you are watching porn, why you are addicted to drinking and smoking and all that stuff. You're addicted to drugs. Yeah, what happened back in your past could be the root cause. So it's important for you to retain, and don't be nutting on yourself. Okay, get better memory, so that you can really focus on, killing your past and overcoming it. Because listen, the main reason why a lot of guys become addicted, men and women overall become addicted, is because there's something that had happened in their past that affected them very deeply, to make them go to these quote unquote highs of life, like, alcohol, smoking, pornography. These are all highs that are artificial. They're not real. They're not a real high that you are getting. You're trying to fill in a void that you're missing, that you were missing from your childhood and, growing up. And that's why I mentioned better memory as a benefit, because you may need to memorize certain things about your past, the trauma that you have encountered in your life, and busting nuts all day and watching porn. It's taking you away from your problems. The main reason why we can become addicted is because we're trying to run away from our problems. We're trying to run away from our addiction, from our trauma. My bad, our trauma. We're trying to cope with things very unnaturally. We're trying to get away. We're trying to escape our problems, our reality. We don't want to face them. So when you are retaining and you're not busting a nut,
that memory is going to improve. You're going to start to remember certain things that happen, and it's going to affect you. It's going to hit you hard because all these years you've been running away from your problems. You've been running away from your trauma. You have not fought these demons head on. And see, this is more of a spiritual side of it too. Retention is going to lead to you fighting, basically your past. Basically overcoming your past. Overcoming certain demons that you have ignored because you are so focused on self-destructing through addiction. The addiction is what took you away from those problems. It's what took you away from the reality of your situation. And that's why most guys become addicted to whatever. It's because they're trying to fill in missing voids. They're trying to run away from their problems, run away from reality. They don't want to deal with responsibility. They don't. I was the same way. The reason why I bring this up is because I was the same way growing up. Being a teenager, I wanted to run away from my problems. I didn't want to face them. Right? I wasn't mature enough to deal with my trauma the way that I'm supposed to be dealing with it, I try to run away. I try to ignore responsibility. But once I gain my memory back in terms of my past, it hit me hard. My past and my trauma, it really affected me because I didn't have the porn. I didn't have masturbation, ejaculation to use as a crutch to escape these problems. No, I can no longer lean on the addiction anymore. I can no longer lean on those self-destructive behaviors. I now had to grow up, be a man, and face all of my trauma, face my past. And that's the same thing with a lot of you guys. When you were early in this retention process, you were going to have to fight the old you. Essentially, you're going to have to overcome the old you. You're going to have to, get past your past, overcome your past, overcome certain trauma that you have encountered. So, with that being said, that's all the benefits that I have for you guys when it comes to the no nut method, and that's what I'm going to title this video, the no nut method. This is going to be a separate channel to talk about NoFap, retention, pornography addictions, porn on the brain. Been doing my research on this stuff, and y'all can go follow my other channel, Mr. Solo Dolo. That's my first channel, a different channel that I'm I have more subscribers on, so you can go ahead and subscribe to that channel. But this will be specifically a channel where I'll just be discussing NoFap, semen retention, making videos on this topic, giving knowledge, motivation, encouragement, all that, education, etc. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, the No Nut Lifestyle, because that's the type of time that we are on right now, the No Nut Lifestyle, okay? It's not just a streak, it's not just it's not about how many days you're on, it's about the lifestyle. It's not about the days, okay? It's about the lifestyle, man. So that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this video. Hopefully this helped out a lot of guys that are early in their retention phase. Sooner or later I'll talk about the flatline process, how to get past that, how to overcome it, how to deal with flatline essentially. But yeah, hopefully this helped out a lot of guys that are on this retention journey. And let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Make sure y'all like the video for the algorithm. Subscribe if you are new.
And I'm out, man. Have a good day. Peace.